Hi, welcome to the Vaguely Anime Podcast. I am one of the three hosts today of The Weebs. I am titular Weeb 1, Michael, followed by titular Weeb 2, Sage.
Why aren't we the deep weebs anymore?
And titular Weeb 3, Colin.
It's actually titular Weeb Trey.
Cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to jump out of a window.
Hey, we're back to our amazing chemistry. So anyway, we have no plan, like always.
Yeah.
I don't know why I always feel like we need to mention that. I feel like it's probably just inherent.
You could just keep it to yourself.
Well, no, because they need to know that it's a clusterfuck.
We can't
like
have
always.
people come in here expecting like an outline and like concise thoughts and like well thought out explanation.
No, we're just three weebs talking at each other.
We're idiots. I don't
100%.
know what you guys want from us.
You want white
all
noise?
All of our brain cells are represented here on this table by the figures.
Yeah.
I'm
and
smart.
honestly, that's probably too many brain cells.
Wait, Colin, do you not have a figurine?
No, nothing here. But I have Mike's
It's off to the
Dokkaebi.
side.
Oh, yours is off to the side?
That's Kieran's, actually.
I have Kieran's Dokkaebi because Dokkaebi is one of my mains in Rainbow Six.
Neato.
As he dabs off screen.
Ugh.
My man.
And anyway, so I do have at least one topic we could start with, which is the Funimation Crunchyroll merger finally going on.
Finally merging.
Yeah.
Two becoming one.
Thank God they picked that they were moving everything to Crunchyroll and not Funimation. That would have been.
Oh.
Would have hated that.
I mean, yeah, because the site layout is worse, but I feel like the player was a little better. I haven't used Crunchyroll in a while.
No, you know what it is? Because on Funimation, even if you have it, what do they call it? Like marathon mode?
Yeah.
Even if you have it on marathon mode, sometimes it doesn't work. And then when you come out of full screen, you can't just be like, oh, next episode. You have to go a page back, and they don't keep you where you've scrolled.
Yeah.
So then you have to re-fucking scroll.
So, like,
Look,
Well, at
listen
least on
to me.
Crunchyroll, you
watching
can
One
click next
Piece,
episode.
Like, watching a bulk of One Piece,
Ugh.
if you start on episode, let's just say 500, and, like, you just marathon through when you get to, like, 525. Like, you'll be like, oh, hold on, I need to, like, do something. You X out of them in full screen. It'll be like, oh, you're on episode 500? Cool. And it'll be like, what? No.
No.
And then you have to go back out, go to the
I don't
screen,
know why.
scroll
I don't know why you guys are yelling at me.
And you have to do, like,
I will yell at you about anything, Colin.
I agree with you,
tab,
though.
and then I have to scroll, like, God knows how many. Because they also, what do they have it? Like, 6 like this?
Yeah, it's
Oh my
horizontal
God,
instead
it's
of vertical.
the worst shit
Guys.
I've ever seen.
Okay, I agree with you. First off, I do that on my fucking television where it's 10 times worse.
Oh my God,
that
you
is
poor
the
thing.
most piece of shit UI system that I would do all the time.
It is the only reason why I refuse to put Funimation onto my smart TV in my home.
It also
because it's such a pain in the
also
ass.
sometimes just skips episodes if it's already been viewed on that account.
Really?
Yep.
Oh yeah, so I missed a couple episodes of certain shows, like some things for Anime Club. I realized I'd missed an episode. By the time I finished Prison School, I realized I missed an episode, and I was like, oh, I'm just
Was it fucking Love is War or something? No, it was some show where because somebody had finished it, you started watching season 2.
Oh yeah, it was
Oh yeah, it skipped it, right?
Yeah,
Where
it skipped to season 2, and you were like, "Oh, this is weird." Then you had to go back. And
It was Cat Show, the Cat Boy and the Rat Boy, Fruits Basket.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So yeah, no, because like I was watching the season and then like I'm like, oh okay, mid-season, intro change, whatever. I still skip it every time because it's not that good, and it's like, oh wow, this is minor spoiler for
That's
major
fine.
spoiler
Go for it.
for Fruits Baskets. It's like, oh, they're very casually mentioning that Kyo's a fucking demon monster actually when he takes his bracelet off. This is a weird, just do a quick flashback to explain that. But okay, sure, whatever. I've also noticed that Kyo and Rat Boy are suddenly like cool with each other and able to.
You're like, wow, what a hard 180 here.
This is a real 180, but I guess we're moving the plot along, so cool.
just that mid-season complete paradigm shift as all anime have.
Look, I was introduced to the best character in the show, Ayame, so I was fine.
But I'm absurdly happy that they're going everything to Crunchyroll, and just because, God, I hate Funimation's UI so much.
It would be nice if they fix the difference between dubs and subs on there, though, to be a little
on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
That I do because instead it's like that one's like the horizontal, or I guess it's dropped down on the
on the app. I know it's
because then it's like season 1 of 86, season 1 86 Spanish dub, season 1. It's just like
Yeah.
the drop does like it should just be a button to click whatever
Right.
language you want. It shouldn't be season 1 like
No,
split.
that part is like, guys, you're making it way harder on yourself.
Yeah, because like when I watch it on like if I use the app on like my Xbox or something, then you have to scroll all the way to the right, and for whatever reason, like this is probably gonna sound like fuck you, why isn't English first? But like it's always the last one for some reason.
To make it harder for you, specifically you, Michael.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck you,
Could
Michael.
you imagine?
But because it's listed as English, and then the regular version are always the last. Like the Spanish dub's
Is
always
there
first, which is weird.
Because those are usually added last, so then they're at the front of the list.
Oh,
maybe.
that could be
Yeah.
true.
No, that's usually why I
But they
noticed
should
with
they should
Crunchyroll.
like change it to just be like a language button, like just one button language, and then it just
Yeah, like how
sorts
they
by
have
that.
it on Netflix, and then it comes up with that like little pop up, and
yeah,
it's like
yeah, that's the most convenient way.
yeah.
Yeah, just have it under one thing. Because, like, well, Funimation's thing for that, right? If you click on language or version or whatever, and you click English, and then it'll just show only the English ones if they're not fully there. So, I mean, I'm sure they're going to keep, like, messing around with it,
Right.
especially now that they're going to have a huge influx of new shows and probably more people.
Right.
I think more people probably used Crunchyroll because it has, technically, I think it was the bigger.
It's the
of-
bigger
I think
of
it
the
has
two.
more
had-
variety than Funimation.
Yeah, but also now that they've been doing their own dubbing to begin with,
Wait,
they're
but
probably
doesn't
going to.
Crunchyroll also have like before the merge? Did they also have shows that Funimation had?
It was the licensing was like ones could do dub, one couldn't, kind of thing. If they had the same thing,
Oh, okay.
like
That's kind of stupid, but okay.
Only Funimation could put up Attack on Titan through the dub,
Oh, and I
but
remember
not
with
the regular version.
Kobayashi, that was a thing too.
Yeah, Kobayashi only has the English version,
Right.
I believe. Yeah.
Yes,
you have to go to
because
Crunchyroll for the
when you
Japanese
wanted to
version.
watch season 2, you
Yeah.
had to go to Crunchyroll. I remember that.
Yeah, but now the dub's there, so you can just do that.
Right.
Because Kat's watching the dub for that.
Gotcha.
And I was talking to her about that the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Because I was like, I like the dub. I think it's good. But I am here for that show for A, the cuteness, which is always there. Because
Right.
it's there. But the bigger reason is I need Kana to be the most adorable thing on the planet.
Oh my god.
And in the English dub, the voice doesn't do it for me.
You don't think she's cute in the dub?
I don't think the voice doesn't do it for me.
I think she's
Not to the
I
same
think she's
extent.
fine.
Horrible. No, I
She's
will.
just as good.
I will say I do think that in the sub it is just a smidge cuter.
Okay.
It doesn't have the same Kobayashi.
It's true. It's true. I mean, she's just so adorable.
Love her so much.
I would die for this 1,000-year-old dragon.
I would. I would 100% lay my life down.
I'd be like,
for
you
that
know
dragon.
what? You need a human sacrifice. I am here for you.
I'll
Yeah,
die for Lukola.
Yeah, the one with the Shotokan.
Just
Wait,
look at her and ignore that guy.
Who's the kid whose dragon is like just into video? No, it's that guy.
It's the
like
No,
her
Fafnir.
office worker,
right?
yeah.
Her coworker who the dragon he has is just like into video games. He's like so over everyone's shit.
No, actually, I would die for
Man
Fafnir.
with
You're
an
right.
Yeah, I
expert
love him.
pour right here. Sorry, I was just watching that.
He's sucking it out. He's flipping us off.
Is that milk? No. Oh.
It's
My.
just a different white
It's
liquid.
milk.
Anyway.
Sour cream.
Anyways, I feel like Batman.
Did you watch
Batman was
it?
great.
Yeah, we saw it last night.
Oh, how was
There was
it?
a guy like 2 seats over from me that passed out in the first 20 minutes and was asleep the entire. I'm surprised he stayed asleep with how loud some of that shit was.
like passed out because he was tired, or passed
I
out
mean,
like
it was
he,
like 10:45 at night.
Oh,
so,
okay.
The movie started at 11 o'clock.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
I'd be asleep.
Yeah, but honestly, really good. I thought Batman was really good. I think I was very impressed with how they were able to like manage all the like darkness in the scenes, because especially with like most modern day blockbusters, right? If there's gonna be like dark scenes,
You can't see
you can't see
anything.
shit.
No.
And especially if you add in rain.
No,
Then you're fucked.
You literally
But,
see nothing.
Yeah, I don't think there was really at any point a scene where I was like, I can't tell what's going on, unless it was intentionally doing that. Like, a certain scene that's like lit by gunfire. Like, obviously that's intentionally. You're not supposed to see it
Oh,
until
that's
the
cool.
bullets are
Yeah.
shooting. But like, for the most part, I don't think I really was ever like trying to figure out what was going on. I don't know if you felt
No,
that
I never felt that, because that's definitely like a pet peeve that I've had for movies since I was like a little kid and I didn't understand like anything about filmmaking. I was like, I fucking hate when you can't see what's going on in a screen and it's dark. I think this was my favorite Batman movie.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Really?
pretty
Yeah.
easy for me just because I don't like Christian Bale's Batman.
More than Dark Knight.
You know what's funny is I think Christian Bale's my favorite Batman, but I think my favorite Batman movie is The Batman.
Okay. I've never liked Christian Bale's Batman. It's just the voice for me. It's like, and I know that's like
Where is he?
I know that's the meme, but like it's just very personally grating to hear. Like I just can't get past it.
Yeah.
But like I like The Dark Knight for the Joker.
Right.
No,
I mean, everyone
that's
does.
it.
Yeah.
Like and
I like the very like crumbs of Harvey Dent in it.
Yeah.
as
No,
well.
yeah, the Harvey Dent was good. I
Yeah.
like the first one too.
I think
a
I
lot.
need to rewatch
Oh, yeah?
them.
Oh yeah.
I think I need to rewatch
Is
them.
that
'cause I
Batman
haven't-
Begins?
Yeah.
I haven't seen them since probably each one came out.
I never saw the third one actually.
Really?
I
Yeah.
saw it.
I just didn't
It's
get to it.
I didn't
not
see it in
as good as the
theaters.
first two.
Uh,
I just think Bane is like kind
Another
of
person that you can't. Half the time you can't tell what Bane's even saying.
No, Bane,
Bothers the shit out of me.
Bane, I think, is definitely a worse example. Like, at least with Christian Bale, like, he sounds fucking stupid and like he's choking, but I can understand the words coming out of his
Can't
mouth.
for Bane.
But Bane, he's like, oh, this is what you call justice. It's like,
Yeah.
my dude, get like a throat
But I
lozenge
think
or
I need
something.
to rewatch them because my opinion, as it stands in my brain at the moment, since like seeing them, is like, they're okay.
You know what the best Batman movie is?
Mask of the Phantasm.
No, fucking, which is the one? Is it Batman,
Batman
and
and
Robin,
Robin.
where they have
The
Poison
Bat
Ivy.
credit card.
No, it's not that one actually. It's the one with Uma Thurman and they have like the Iceman.
Batman and Robin.
That's
Batman
Batman
and
and
Robin.
Robin with
Yeah.
the credit card.
Yeah.
Okay, then
It's-
yeah, that's
it's got Mr. Freeze.
Yes,
played
Mr.
by
Freeze.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
yes,
okay, so-
incredible.
And who played Poison Ivy?
Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman.
I
fucking
do
duo
want to
right
say
It's incredible.
Um,
So silly. I love it.
two things about the Batman that I didn't like, which was one. I don't think this is a spoiler, but just spoiler just in case.
We're
It's
talking
it's about the character that you see in the trailer. It's about the Riddler. It's about
Okay.
Oh, okay.
his design.
You don't like his design?
No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
Wait,
that the
I'm gonna
mask.
look it
I
up
think the
real quick.
mask, first of all, is stupid,
Yeah.
and B, I think that the mask takes away like from the scenes that some of the scenes he was doing that could have been much more intense if the mask wasn't there.
I do understand what you're saying because I did like at the end when they do the facial reveal of who the Riddler is, because I did think that was played off very well, and I did like the
'Cause it's
way
just
he
supposed to
and the
look
way
like a
he played.
regular
Yeah,
dude.
because he's just a regular dude, and the way he played it too
This is
was
what he looks
fucking
like?
yeah.
I
Was
think it's
fucking
so
awesome.
dumb
Oh no, I want him in that like
in the like bowler hat and shit.
yeah or
Like I understand why they
Yeah.
do that because they're going for the grittier take.
Right,
But,
which is
like,
fine.
Which is fine, but it's just the mask takes away from his performance. I feel.
You
Yeah,
know
no,
what?
because go ahead.
I'm sorry. Just like something about this like latex leather gimp
I feel like they were
face
going
mask.
for that
Yeah,
Zodiac
I
and then
thing.
and then
Feeling
glasses on top.
Love the glasses on top. First off, the glasses on top is great. So,
It does
so
have
I was
Zodiac
thinking this
vibes.
during the movie of I don't like the design. I thought the guy who played it, I forget what actor it is. He fucking killed it. He did a really good job. I really liked how he played this.
I think he did.
Riddler.
He acted very
Yeah.
well. I like the character.
The character was good. They did a more modern day kind of vibe for the Riddler, making him like a homemade terrorist, which I thought was done
Definitely
very well.
a legit sociopath.
Yes, yeah, that aspect fucking phenomenally done.
Paul Dano.
Paul Dano. Fucking ugly ass mask. Like they could have done anything. Like I think there was a part in the movie where they were talking about his outfit and it was like, okay, he got the jacket at the army surplus store. That's where you get the mask too.
Yeah, it was a winter like sniper mask or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was like
Nah, he got that
it was
down
like
at the
I
sex
get it,
shop.
but like
No.
it didn't work.
but
It was just very plain.
if
It made a
you-
lot of his
yeah.
scenes that could have been more intense. Very
No, I
Gotcha.
thought like overall good idea for like how to go about he built the costume, but use a fucking gas
I
mask
think-
or
I think
something.
it- I
That's
think
something
yeah, that would be
just
cute.
something that just is visually more appealing.
No,
The
They
other
coulda
thing that
done,
also
like-
got me was that they did the whole thing during Halloween, right? That's like the beginning of the movie.
I liked that
and I
scene
was like,
a lot.
and like a lot of the setup felt like it should have been a Scarecrow movie.
Really?
A little bit, yeah.
I was like, I feel like I'm expecting like fear toxins and like, and I feel like it kind of almost like.
Nah, it might have been a little.
Almost did.
There was a lot of talk of
last,
fear.
Yeah, but like with that last act, without going into spoilers of any way, like the last thing that happens, you could have substituted for fear gas.
You could have, but I think it was done. I think this was very good the way they did it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it just that was one thing that came to my mind. It was like this feels like a Scarecrow-esque movie.
You know, there was a lot of talk about like there was a big theme for Batman in this movie, and here this is a very minor spoiler of a big theme of like how he uses fear as a tool was a big theme of the movie. So that would fit in, but I think it was better that we just focus on how Batman's using the fear as the tool.
I also think that,
and then it gets I'm sorry, and then it gets to a later scene where it shows the other things that he can inspire, and and that scene, by the way, especially visually, fucking loved that. Like as soon as
I also think he has the best costume, the best live action costume.
I love the costume. It's really good.
I really love how it looks. I think it fits his face very well too. The
cowl was perfect.
Yeah, like because originally when I saw some of those pictures, I thought like, man, maybe not. But the movie made it work, and I
also the Batmobile scene.
Oh, so cool, dude.
The very beginning when the reveal goes, and it's like this is the low tech Bruce Wayne, and
so cool, dude.
Fucking
love
it.
Think
low tech Bruce Wayne. If you've seen the movie,
I also think Patterson does a great version of Bruce Wayne as the Mask and Batman as the person.
Yes.
And also, I think no real argument here, at least as far as I can think of, is that definitely the smartest Batman we've had on screen.
Yeah,
I feel like this was a legitimate detective Batman.
Yeah,
that we've not really gotten.
With like Christian Bale, where he's just like, I figured this out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because he'll take the information, he'll like punch it in the computer, and the computer does all things. He's like, look at how it does the
voice
thing.
I'm in.
It's hacker voice I'm in. But with this, it's like there's a lot of riddles that are going on because you have the Riddler going, and he's just sitting there and he's solving it in person, and he's thinking. And he's working it out.
There was the one scene at some point in the movie where like riddles are being just thrown at him, and he's just immediately solving them, and there's like other people that are like, what the fuck? And it's like it's not even doing much to be like, he's solving them, but like it gives you that feel of like he knows what he's doing.
That's how I feel when I get all 4 words on Quirtle.
He is, it's like he is smart.
You're seeing the avenues he's taking to get to the answers and the way that it's impacting the story, and it's really very well done.
Also, I was not sure how I was gonna feel about Colin Farrell's Penguin.
Oh, he did such a good job. He killed it. As soon as I saw him, I was like, it's not Danny DeVito. And then he started going, and I was like, oh, shit.
Well, it wasn't even that I was expecting a Danny DeVito, but I was like, usually the Penguin's like a short fucking British dude or whatever.
Yeah.
And so when I remember seeing that picture, I was like, but no, he did a great Penguin. I also think, I'm forgetting the guy's name. The guy that played Carmine Falcone.
Oh, he did very good, yeah.
John Turturro, who of the Transformers fame. I mean, he's done many other things.
Oh,
he was the Super 7 guy.
He was the Super 7 guy. Oh shit.
Also, I think Andy Serkis was a very good Alfred.
Oh yeah, he did a good job.
I wish we got more of him.
It was not a ton of him.
Yeah, he was not in the movie quite a lot, but I think he did a very good Alfred, and I really liked. Again, I don't think this is spoilers, but light spoilers. Again, we'll be done soon. I promise. That he genuinely was like helping more than just like Alfred always helps. He always brings shit and like helps be like a emotional support to Bruce Wayne in every movie, I think.
Yeah.
But this Alfred, like, it showed like that like Alfred's also like kind of a genius.
Right.
He was like helping in certain things. It was really nice to see. I liked his.
But
his
isn't Alfred always kind of a genius?
Yeah.
That's always the vibe I got. Maybe
But,
you don't see
yeah.
it as much.
It was a little differently done in this movie. I feel
Gotcha.
just like the vibe in it.
How was Zoe Kravitz?
Oh, she did a great job.
I think she was a very good Catwoman. I really liked her. I can't say my other thought because it will be a spoiler. I guess without any of the spoilers, I didn't like the origin they chose.
Gotcha. Because I don't know
She
why
has a few origins, and they chose the worst one in my opinion.
in like the trailers that I've seen, which I've only seen like maybe 2, like you know those like super short ones they do for TV, like the 10-second ones. In 2 of the trailers I saw, it was weird. It made the whole movie seem like it was gonna be a love story between Batman and Catwoman, and I was like,
no, the theme is there.
oh no, I would expect that,
Yeah.
but if you're gonna have Catwoman like in the movie, but I was like, why did you make that your whole 10-second trailer?
I do think
you know what I mean? Like it like throws that off
because
a little.
they're throwing the vibe of the bat and the cat a lot,
Right?
And to be fair, that is a very big theme of the movie, and I think it.
I mean, they do that a lot. They did that in Dark Knight Rises too,
Yeah.
with
Anne
Anne Hathaway, which poor Anne Hathaway. They gave her such an ugly ass costume.
But I think they did good. To be
They
fair,
gave Kravitz a very good costume.
oh yeah,
they gave her 3/4 of a good costume.
3/4.
You didn't like the.
Fucking like ski mask. It was stupid, dude.
She's not a real fucking villain at
But
this
it was
point. She doesn't have the
stupid.
whole thing
it
to
was
get.
so dumb.
I thought it was good.
Ski mask, because I saw like a picture of that, right?
With like
it's the
everything
fucking
cut
cutout
out.
and the
Right.
ears. And, I was
And
like,
then the
that's
little
so
points for the
stupid.
ears.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Ski mask for Catwoman or Halle Berry ripped up leather.
Yeah,
crossbody.
let's be honest.
No. The ripped up leather cross one is
That's
Halle Berry.
in Catwoman.
Yeah.
I thought Halle Berry's was like a solid leather like bikini.
No, it's the
shit.
ripped up one.
No, yeah.
No, the cut one is in the Tim Burton one. Or are we talking? Are they both cut up?
No, her one is she's like has like a
Halle Berry's is like the
Like a-
bikini, and then
no, it's not a bikini. She has like a bra top on,
I'm pulling
and
it
it
up.
crisscrosses around, and then she has like cut up chaps, right?
I don't the one you say cut up to me. My brain goes to the Tim Burton one.
No, not like that. That's zippers.
Are we wrong? Is Mike right?
No,
I'm
they're
getting
like-
I'm getting the bra one
Yeah,
as a
I'm
result.
saying Halle Berry. Yeah, with the cut up chaps.
So which one am I thinking of?
You're thinking of the Tim Burton one. That's what I thought she meant by that.
Oh, that's what I thought
bra
she
with
meant
the
by that.
Crisscross across the stomach
I would like
and
to
cut
say
up
that
chaps.
she was like, oh, the cut across one. I was like, the bra one. And she was like,
This-
no, it is. That's a bra. Don't tell me it's not.
And then I said, yes, you're right. But you said, oh, she's wearing a bikini, which she's not. Okay, look up.
That's the describing word a man is going to use
Okay,
for a
to
piece
To be
like
fair,
that.
Just look
I
up,
remember that outfit being
the
very
Tim Burton
smaller.
one.
I remember that outfit
Very
being
smaller.
very smaller. But I thought that mask was stupid. But I think she did a good job. I did enjoy her portrayal of Selena Kyle. I just think that they chose the worst origin for her.
This
that
is
one.
what you're thinking of.
Yeah.
This is what I was thinking of, yeah.
Oh, it's
Because when you
like,
said ripped up, I was like, yeah, look at how it's ripped up and sewn
and
back.
she literally rips it up for the movie and then sews a new thing back together. That's why I was like,
Oh, okay, that's fair. I was just thinking of like the physical rips.
okay,
That are not,
got you.
you know what I mean.
But I think everybody did a really good job. I really enjoyed Robert Pattinson's portrayal. And I think he did a good grovel. There were slight moments where I was like, are we slipping into the Christian Bale grovel? But overall,
Not
really,
bad.
really good.
Okay.
I gotta say, making Batman's theme just a Nirvana song through the whole fucking movie, loved it. Every single second of it, I was in love with it. It opens up with something in the way, and you just get like this one part of the song, the dun 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 for him through the whole thing, and it's just.
It was
the sound.
very,
The sound design on the movie was so well done, especially since we saw it in IMAX. So like the fucking theater shaking at certain points, and it was.
So, it's very loud.
I wouldn't say it's very loud. I would just say it's like invasively
There were
loud.
moments that were very loud.
There was a moment where somebody opens duct tape and it fucking pierces your ears.
Oh no.
But there was one other thing that this is just a statement on Batman movies in general, which is I don't know what the second movie's plan is for the Batman, if they even get a sequel, or if whatever the hell happens. I just wish that people would stay away from Joker for a little bit. I know he's like the Batman villain, but
Right.
like, just anyone else. Like give me a good Freeze tragic villain like story or any other of his hundreds of rogues gallery.
I know what you're saying, but like I do like seeing the Joker. I just think they can mix in more villains with it because they need to keep mixing in.
I think the reason why that is like kind of a problem with Batman is like Joker is so iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Where like in Dark Knight you have Joker and then like the beginnings of Two-Face. But come on, that's not Two-Face is fucking
He's the side.
Yeah,
so
it's-
unimportant.
I know,
you know what I
I
mean?
know,
Like
I know
Yeah.
Joker,
he just overshadows.
I know Joker is the
everyone
titular
else.
villain.
Right.
I get it. He is Batman's antithesis. I understand, but it's like the same in the comics. You can overuse the person, like, and I
Right.
feel like
Look, Jared Leto, overuse.
yeah. I feel like just give some. There
Wait,
could
did they have Joker in this movie?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, that's why I was saying it's just a generic
No,
statement.
we
sorry.
had Catwoman, Penguin,
and the
Riddler.
Riddler.
The Falcones,
and then the mobsters.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the mob families.
Right.
But no, I was just because I don't know what the plan is for the sequel or whatever.
Gotcha,
I'm just
gotcha.
saying.
Oh, if they have a sequel, you don't want them to do Joker.
Yes,
I understand.
I would prefer they do anyone else.
I mean,
and like I'll still obviously watch it. I'm not gonna be mad about it.
Right.
I will understand if they're like we can do our own Joker. I get it. Whatever.
We're gonna bring in Jared Leto.
God. But I would wish they would give some other villains that haven't really gotten it.
Yeah.
Who do you think they should do? Because I'm thinking about it. There's a bunch of like really good and famous rogues gallery villains of Batmans that just have not seen.
Oh, I was gonna
movie
say
screens?
haven't seen a movie because I was gonna say honestly this film gave me the vibe that they could fucking kill a Scarecrow movie.
Scarecrow, yeah, but that was Batman Begins,
Right.
And I mean that's the thing. We're gonna have to reuse these villains at some point.
Right.
I think a Clayface or a Killer Croc movie would be interesting. I think Clayface could be like a really interesting body horror movie if they wanted to go with that. I think. Well, same with Killer Croc, I guess. I don't know how those would look. That would be my worry.
Yeah,
Because those are two very heavy CGI characters.
you could get away with a lot of makeup for Croc.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of how they did in Suicide Squad.
I think
believe they
Suicide
fucking
Squad
won
did
an award
did
for that.
pretty good for Killer Croc.
I think he looked pretty good.
Like visually, at least. You know, I'm not saying.
Because I think is if you keep it like more humanoid, I think you can get away with it pretty easily.
Yeah, I think that's like the easy
If
way to
you're
get
not
away
gonna
with
give
it.
him, like,
And
Yeah.
you don't have to do like the whole big huge ass Killer Croc. You
Or
can
if they
just do
do,
a
they would
humanoid.
need the practical suit on set too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Which whatever. But I think those two could be a really cool, interesting movie. I'm trying to think of like some of the smaller villains that I think they could just do really interestingly, like some like the D-list ones, like a Calendar Man movie. This dude's just fucking insane. It's just a movie that takes place over like a year.
I mean, shit, dude. If you do a
Like the
long
Long
Halloween,
Halloween.
Adaptation, you could get
This kind
Calendar
of
Man
was
in
that
there.
though. A lot of
They had that
inspiration was
vibe.
taken.
There was inspiration. I wouldn't say it was
Right, because when you said
you
that
know,
it opens, like the movie opens
On
on
Halloween,
Halloween,
yeah.
that's what my mind immediately went to. And I think that's a really good comic or
Yeah,
story.
I think Poison Ivy movie could be really interesting.
Poison Ivy, definitely we could get another one of those.
Because, wait, when's the last time we saw Poison Ivy?
Was Batman and Robin.
That's what I thought,
Yeah.
right? It's been a while.
The
I
only
mean,
time.
it's time we could bring it back.
A Bane movie.
Bane?
Well, I know. Dark Knight Begins did a Bane thing, but like, well,
I was gonna say do more of like the Luchador Bane
yeah,
would be fun.
Yeah, like the classic Bane.
Yeah.
and like, did he break his back in Dark Knight?
He's broken his back a
Returns or
bunch.
whatever?
He's broken his
No,
back a bunch.
in the
yeah.
movie.
Oh, in the movie.
Did he actually? I know he did like the drop, but did he actually break his back?
I thought that was the whole thing. Was he broke his back? I didn't see the movie,
I
so.
can't- I
Oh,
can't
in Dark
remember
Knight
if he
Rises?
did. Yeah, I couldn't remember if he.
But
actually
after that
broke his
came
back.
out, everyone was making jokes about Bane breaking Batman's back, so I'm gonna assume he did.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't remember, but
He's Batman, so he tanked it.
yeah,
So he tanked.
Look, Batman can tank some stuff.
He just took
It's
that
true.
shit head on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like, I think maybe like one of the more obscure heroes, like they could do like a Maxi Zeus, or like a Prometheus, or they could do a really cool story with Azrael, and do the Order of Saint Dumas or the Court of Owls
We haven't seen Ra's al Ghul in
since the first movie.
since like the first movie.
Yeah, a cool Ra's al Ghul movie would be really interesting.
Yeah.
And like the
Brett, you could even bring like some Deathstroke in just a little bit.
yeah.
Have him be like the side villain.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've been saying this for a while now, and I don't remember if I've said this on the podcast or not. And like, I don't think that the universe this movie built is going to be the one to do it. which is slightly sad. But like, I want Batman. I want fucking Batman and Robin on screen again, or I want the Batfamily. Like,
Right.
But I
feel like the
understand
problem-
That's a different vibe.
Batmans.
Right.
I get it. I understand. But also, I almost feel like Batman shouldn't be without Robin at this point.
But well, I mean, here's the thing though. You think Pattinson's Batman would be the furthest from getting a Robin? I feel like he'd be the closest. I feel like he would
in
be
terms of like the modern day ones.
I don't know.
Dude, I think he would
they
be the
tried-
guy who
Christian
I think
Bale?
I
They
think,
tried to shoehorn in fucking Joseph Gordon-Levitt at the end of Dark Knight Rises, where fucking Joseph Gordon-Levitt is like a cop and he's helping these hostages, and then at like the end of the movie, some random lady's like, "Oh, that's a really nice name." He's like, "Thanks, my name's Robin," and then it cuts, and then we never get anything after that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna fucking jump off a bridge.
I think part of the charm of Batman, and again, I understand why the movies don't do this. I'm sure it's because they're like, why the fuck would that sell a dude and like a kid? I get it. I understand. But then skip the kid. If you're that annoyed by it, I would love an actual origin Dick Grayson like Batman movie.
Right.
I mean, I would love that. But
Batman
if
and
we're
Robin.
never gonna get it,
but I think
Batman
it
and
would
Robin did
sell.
that, and he wasn't
Batfamily.
even a kid, so it gets rid of all those issues.
well, it's true. But then if you try to do a Batfamily from that, then like he'd be fucking 40 and like.
I
That's
think,
what I'm saying.
I
Like,
think
the
the
issue
problem
with
with
that
it
would
is that like when they did it with Batman and Robin, that movie is just so fucking off the rails and like so ridiculous that one, like you can't really take it seriously, and I think they just saw the reaction to that and they were like, we can never do this again.
I think the only way that it would ever work is like separate movies with like give like a Batman
like
and
tangential
yeah, like a
storylines.
Batman movie that is the origin of Dick Grayson Robin, but like solidified, like in its own little movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but then like a movie series or franchise or whatever that is about the Bat family already being there. Like, I don't think you could ever get from that movie where Dick Grayson's origin story to a Bat family.
Right.
Because the ages just don't work in real life like they do
Right.
in the comics. That like
Right.
you could really sell it well. That I think they would have to just be separate things. But part of the charm of Batman is the family he's built for himself after the loss of his family.
Right.
All the orphans he takes in, all the like wayward children, like that is what makes Batman an interesting character. And I mean, obviously there are other things. It's not the only thing, but I think it's the strongest versions of Batman is when he has the Bat family and has a Robin.
Right.
And I wish we could see that.
I think that would be a really good, like, smartly done television show where it's like Game of Thrones style, like hour-long episodes kind of things, very short seasons.
And it just like skips some time between seasons.
Right, and it's like a little like let's say like year time jumps or however many time jumps, right?
Yeah.
Because if you do it like that, you have so much more time to get into it with like the dynamic and the family and like see them grow and all that jazz. And then you also have time to like learn about every single character, because if you do it in a movie, you're not going to make a 4-hour long movie. You know what I mean?
I was thinking about it in like if they could do like a couple like series of movies, which would never happen, but for audiences that don't really know like Batman mythos and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
How impactful if they did like Dick Grayson Robin movie, right? And they have like another movie with him or whatever, and then it like time jumps a bit, and then Jason Todd's introduced, and you have a movie with him and Dick and all them interaction, and then like the next movie is a Death in the Family movie.
I mean, well, I also do
impactful that would be.
I also do want to say that this is your specific brand. You got to remember is like you fucking love the Bat family.
I don't
Oh,
know.
I
The
know-
way
I know.
he just sold
Yeah.
me that is like 3 parts, like 3 movies that are like essentially are just like one super long movie. It gives me like MCU vibes with like
Yeah.
Avengers and then like
I
But,
don't
like,
know. I don't know if
how-
our fans at home know that he's a big Bat family fan. Look
I
at his
am.
shirt. Look at his shirt.
Yeah, but like
I don't know. Mike's selling me on this 3-part movie idea.
Oh,
I just-
I'm not
like-
disagreeing. I think it's a good
But
idea.
you're right. It is absolutely his brand.
It
Well,
would,
like-
it would never happen. But how impactful would that be if we actually got a Death in the Family movie?
Yeah.
Like insane. I feel.
I'm
But I also-
just still saying though, like I think Pattinson's could be the one to do it. Is like the thing is he seems like the guy who would take in strays. It feels like after this movie he would take in a stray.
Yeah, I just.
You say that with such a knowing look in your eyes, like you know, like you're like, I went to the future. I know it's
read the
coming.
script.
I read the
I
fucking
broke
script.
into Matt
I
Reeves'
know
house.
what is going on. Like you, the smirk on your face.
I kicked in Matt Reeves' door and was like, "Give me the script."
I know you have it.
And then he looked at it, realized there wasn't a Robin, and then just wrote in the title.
I just
treatment, Robin next to it.
I picked like 5 random pages and I just wrote Robin over somebody else's name, and wouldn't you know it, it works.
So you did what Dark Knight Rises did.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
We love to see it.
Dude, yeah, no, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
But I think it would be really cool. We'll never get it. Because like you couldn't just do a Death in the Family movie.
No,
No one would give a shit.
Yeah, that would be. I think that
There'd
would
be no emotional attachment.
Right. You'd
would
have
be
to have
like
movie builds up.
It would be like having Infinity War, but like as the first Avengers movie.
Right.
It would make literally.
It would
zero
be like
sense.
having the Justice League as the first Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Or having Batman vs Superman to introduce the
I'm gonna
characters.
fucking
Exactly. That's
vomit.
like because I think that's why I think it would be like you'd need the Dick Grayson origin movie.
but
You'd
actually-
need a movie with him when he grows up, and maybe in the movie he leaves, goes to be Nightwing. That's when Jason Todd's introduced. You get him for the second half of that movie, and then you do a Death in the Family.
But I think Collie is right. Like I think that's how they would do it.
Yeah.
They would.
They would be like, oh, Batman versus Superman. Let's introduce Wonder Woman. Okay, now we have the Wonder Woman movie. Now we have Justice League.
Where we will introduce
Everyone else. Oh,
Very
now we have
poorly.
Aquaman.
We'll do the Aquaman movie. We're gonna do the Flash movie in like 4 years.
Yeah,
yes.
maybe not.
What
Not
about
right now.
Cyborg?
By the way, can we talk about how I'm not at all excited for that Flash movie? I don't think it looks good.
I-
by
Wait,
the way,
there's gonna be
hate-
a Flash movie?
Yeah.
I think that his new
What?
costume is really bad.
Wait,
looking.
what's that actor? I can
don't
never
know.
remember his
Ezra
name.
Miller, who
Ezra
I do
Miller.
not like.
Um,
I don't think he's a very good.
I'll
Barry
watch
Allen.
it when it goes on HBO Max.
Oh, really? I think he's a good Barry Allen.
I don't think he's a bad Barry Allen.
I think he's got that like
I'm
kind
a
of
snack hole.
quirkiness.
No,
I think I was kind of
yeah.
sold. I think I was kind of sold on the TV guy when that
Grant
movie came
Gustin?
out. Yeah.
I think Grant Gustin is a better Barry Allen.
I think he does a good Barry Allen. It's
What
just a
was I
shame that
looking up?
that show went to shit.
Yeah.
Flash movie?
Yeah.
all
just
all
the
of those
Flash.
shows kind of go to shit in
Yeah,
my
like
opinion.
all CW shows.
Yeah, I don't like most of them from the beginning. I really liked the first like 2 or 3 seasons of Flash.
I really liked
You
the beginning of
know-
Arrow just because it made. I liked the beginning of Arrow. I liked the beginning of the Flash. I liked the beginning of all the shows, and then they went off the rails at different points. I think people say that the Black Lightning show kept its shit together pretty well.
I
I
didn't
was
see
just
that
gonna
one.
say about was it just called Arrow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember.
They refused to call him the Green Arrow forever.
for like 5 seasons,
I had a
right?
friend
Yeah,
in
they
high
were like
school.
no colors and names. You're the vigilante. You're the Hood. You're Arrow. And then it was like finally 6 seasons later or whatever. I'm the Green Arrow. And it was like,
Jesus
oh
Christ.
my god, they added color, and then everyone was the Black Canary, the White Canary, the Red
Yeah.
Arrow. I was like, what?
Oh,
the
they're
fuck
all
is-
their actual character names. Anyway, but I had a friend in high school who was maybe when did Arrow come out? When we were in middle school?
No, high school.
No.
High school.
high school.
Okay, so this girl, she was like fucking obsessed with this show, and for like 2 years straight, she was badgering me to watch this show, and I was like, lady, I don't want to watch the show. Like, it doesn't look very good. The commercials are boring. Like, I'm not interested. I don't even like the Green Arrow like that, you know? And so finally, she like would not get off my back. So I finally was like, all right, I'm going to watch 5 episodes. I'm going to give it a fair and honest chance. If I don't like it, I'm not watching it ever again. And she was like, that's fair. I watched 5 honest episodes, did not like a single second of it. I told her I'm not watching anymore. And she was so upset with me. And I was like, what do you want from me? You made me do this.
I liked the early seasons of them. I also really liked that in the first season of Arrow, the cops aren't idiots. Like, he gets back and they're like, and then a vigilante shows up and they're like, oh, well, clearly it's Oliver Queen. I mean, motherfucker just got back and now we have a vigilante, which I liked. And then that immediately goes away.
Wait, is
But-
this his outfit in the movie?
Let me see.
Why
You
does it?
find one with the mask on?
Why
it
does it
looks
look like-
fine without the mask.
Wait, but why does it look like he's wearing like the mask is a hoodie? Like
Well,
when it's off.
Oh, that's how a lot of costumes work, and like the Flash show is also that.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
is it
mask
really?
just like behind him, yeah.
Oh, you know what it is? Because I'm so used to like Spider-Man, where it's like
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, theirs is
Separate
like attached.
piece.
It's like a rubber thing that goes down.
Yeah.
It's
I
massive.
feel like that must not feel nice.
Probably not. But yeah, I don't know. I just
fucking rips out all your hair.
they would never do those build-ups ever. They would just make a Death in the Family movie. Like
No,
They have no
absolutely.
patience. They have no
somebody would just
patience. It's
pitch
so
it and they'd
annoying.
be like, yeah, let's do it. And like
They'll be
nobody's
like,
gonna
oh,
give
that's
a shit.
iconic and recognizable. Let's
Yeah.
do that.
And also like I feel like the only way it would work, besides the fact that you'd have to build up to it, is if somebody actually really gives a shit about the characters. Because
True.
like the Titans show, I know people like the Titans show. I get it. Not a fan of the Titans show. But that
Do you like Doom Patrol?
yes, I do like Doom Patrol.
I haven't seen either. I've so meant to watch.
But
them.
like their
I think-
version, and I know that this is coming from someone that is Jason Todd's favorite, so I get it. Take this how you will, but so many people when he shows up, like because for like the Titan show is a great example. He's just the angsty mean one,
Right.
and then there's a few comics that are
But
coming out at the
DC does
moment
that
are
to
like that.
themselves, where
Right.
they do it to
But,
themselves.
Yeah.
Like motherfucker, he's not just. That's not all he is. He's not just the angsty. Like he has.
But that's
he's
how
like-
they have him written. So that's what he has
They
become.
literally refuse to let him stop being the angsty teenager. Like they're gonna be writing fucking Jason Todd comics, and he's gonna be like 60 years old. He's gonna be like,
No, 'cause
my fucking.
he has had. He's had.
He's in the grave, but
runs where-
goddamn it.
yeah. But he's had runs where he's like, and like it's usually when it's handled by a good writer,
Right.
Which are usually short like mini series, and it's like God fucking damn it, because like one of my favorite writers, Tom Taylor, wrote a few stories with him. Really great, handled him well. Chip Zdarsky, another like a famous writer, made maybe the greatest Red Hood story that there is.
Mm-hmm.
Because they understand that he's not just mad. That's not his like. He is at a base level. If you take everything out, he is the angry one.
Right.
But there is a reason for the anger, and you need to write for that reason.
Right.
And
You gotta
everybody
give him
forgets that.
actual dimension as if he would be a real human being
Right.
and not just a trope.
And like, I feel like if they're like somebody just pitches the Death in the Family movie and they're like, "Yep, fuck it, do it," like they would just like. I feel like Jason Todd would just be written as like his Robin would just be like an idiot that just like does just mad.
I feel like it would start like this, like opening scene. It would be like some kind of like fucking stupid ass like roll call kind of a scene, you know, where it's like bam, 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 here's everyone, right? And then it's like cut to next scene. Oh, here's how we live. This is what we do. Cut to next scene. Blah blah blah. Right? And it's just like slice, 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 slice. Bam, impactful moment. Slice, 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 slice. It would just be like a hot mess.
Well, it's like, have you ever seen the Under the Red Hood animated movie?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, like so, one of my favorite animated movies for Batman, but they do a really good way of that short Robin introduction for Jason, which is because it's just the quick clips because it's not about that part of the story really,
Right.
and it's like Batman finding him. He's taking the tires off the fucking Batmobile, and oh fuck, I forgot to start that time.
I was literally just thinking
It's
that.
fine. I'll
now
let
we
you
have
know.
that. So you know he's stealing the tires off the Batmobile, and then it's like Batman in the cave, and he's like, Jason like jumps behind him, and he's like, haha, I scared you. Like I'm in the Robin outfit. This is so fucking cool. And he's like, yeah, but I heard you sneaking up there, and like you see the happy kid, and like
Right.
they take down the Riddler. He's like having a fucking blast. He's being really cool, and then it jump cuts to older him, and now he's like a bit angrier. Like they're attacking people, and he's just like fucking going to town on these like goons.
Right.
And Bruce is like, what the fuck? And he's like, they're fucking, you know, like drug peddlers. They sell drugs to children. Like, why do they deserve mercy? And like,
Right.
because you saw that his mother was like fucking like overdosing, and
Right.
he was dealing with that his whole life. And then it jumps to finding out about his mom and going and chasing after her.
Right.
And then like, you need to write it for that. And I don't feel like they would.
No, they
You
absolutely
need to
won't.
find someone that gives a shit.
Like, think about how they set up this, and it's not even like, I feel like even the setup that they had for like Aquaman, right? Where it's like, okay, we open on the scene and it's like Arthur as a kid, right? It opens with him young.
Yeah, it opens with him young.
And then it's
Couple
like,
scenes.
oh, Nicole Kidman's my mom. This is so great. Oh, R.I.P. Nicole Kidman. Oh, what am I gonna do? And then it like smash cuts to like Jason Momoa being his ripped,
Loner, ripped
gorgeous
self,
self.
yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I could deal with that. But then it just wants me to care so much about his mom and like these underwater people. I'm like, I literally could not give less of a shit.
I couldn't care through the whole movie.
If this was not Jason Momoa, I would not sit through the whole
No,
thing.
I would have walked out of that. Like, I was gonna like just leave because I was bored during that movie, and I was like, "There's 20 minutes left. I might as well stay
and then
finish
like
it."
they have this whole thing because doesn't and then they have like this whole thing of like, ooh, emotional tension with Willem Dafoe's character, and I'm like, I don't care. I met this man 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was not good.
Like,
I also think one of the slight problems with the idea of even introducing like Robins is trying to make the kid sidekick not like goofy.
Yeah.
Like especially like in the Matt Reeves The Batman, like I feel like he wrote everything in that movie was written very well. But I just it'd be so hard because adding a kid into the mix immediately makes it a little less gritty.
Right.
And so like how are you going to but like how are you gonna do the bright colored like Robin thing?
But think about like I think something that does it well with like I guess like kid sidekicks or kids in the movie would be like with Kick-Ass and how they like have that like
Hit Girl. She never
she's
felt
like what 14
less at
in that movie,
point.
maybe
I
like
feel
12,
she was
14.
Well, yeah, but she's also like the stern badass that's 12, and like Robin's supposed to be like the opposite of Batman.
I'm not saying it has to be that kind of character trope, but I'm saying like the way they go about having
okay, I understand
that age range, I guess, in that kind of a scenario.
You can also write him as being more serious and a little darker at the beginning. He's losing his family. He's probably fucking upset. He's probably going to feel that angst. And then you got like Pattinson Angst Batman there to be like, I'm your angst mentor. Let me tell you how to make it hurt a little less.
Here, let's go find Tony Zuko so you can beat the shit
Let's
out of him.
Listen to Nirvana together and say, oh my God, he gets me.
Yeah, let's go beat up Tony Zuko. That'll solve it.
Then we'll beat up Tony Zuko. We'll beat them up.
Just channel all of your emotions through rage, son.
Yeah.
You're my son now.
Here's Tony Zuko. Beat him up. And then he'll be like, I beat him up. Good. Do you feel better now? And he's like, yes. Cool. Let's go beat up mentally challenged people.
Let's go beat up mentally challenged poor people on the streets instead of doing anything.
And then you know he grows up to be the most liked Robin.
Oh, good lord!
He just needed to beat up Tony Zuko, and that solved all his problems.
Look, he beats people up, and then he becomes the happy, uplifting person who
he just
pulls
needs to get it
Pattinson out of his mid 30-year-old teenage angst.
Yeah, he grows up. Robert Pattinson's still 30, and now he's like 24, and is like,
yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, I love the like images of the side by sides of like how old Batman is, how old all the Robins are, and like the years of like people being like, so you got this Grayson from like 12 to like 20, and then you got Jason who's like 12 to 30 somehow. It's like it's like
in the space that Batman goes from 30 to 40.
Yeah, and it's like, and then you got
Bruce
Tim,
is just sitting at like 35,
yeah,
hovering.
He's like, I work out very well.
Yeah, while Dick, Jason,
I have
Tim,
a really great skincare routine, guys.
Because Dick,
Money
Jason,
can buy
and
you
Tim
anything.
all grow up to be like late teens, early 20s. I think Dick is sometimes late 20s,
Right.
and Bruce is like 40s.
Yeah,
and
you got it.
And then you got Damien, who doesn't age ever.
Wait, wasn't that? Oh no, it wasn't that. Like, what was the one Batman comic we read where he was in like? Was that a Court of Owls where he's like in that like brightly lit cave?
The
and
maze.
He's just like groveling. Yeah.
Yeah, the
that's Court
maze.
of Owls.
Yeah, it's Court of Owls.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking he was older in that one, but I guess it's just because he's all like.
He's losing his mind
Yeah.
because he's drugged
That
or something.
52
Yeah.
messed up the timeline so much. It was like he had all of the Robins in a span of like 3 years somehow. And it was very confusing because all of the Robins were already there. They were already their older selves. And so it was like.
And Bruce is just chilling at 40.
Yeah. And it was like you're supposed to believe that he somehow got Dick at 12 and then also got Jason at 12. But then now they're in their like 20s. And you're like, What?
Bruce just decided to be a very young father. Okay.
He's a very Look, you can be a father young if you have billions of dollars without really having to think about it.
It's
See?
true.
You can throw money at a lot of issues.
You can.
You can. You really can.
You also have Alfred
You
to
can
be
get
the father.
yourself a hot nanny for yourself, and then you get your kids less
you-
hot
Let's be
nannies.
real.
If you got the money, you
Alfred
get the
is
hot nanny.
Alfred
Right?
is the
Yeah.
dad.
But you give the kids less hot nannies.
You don't want them getting any
Exactly.
Yeah, but let's be real. Alfred is the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alfred's always the father. I really wish the R.I.P. Alfred comic was good, because it's not.
Rip.
It's really when Alfred dies, they have like a single issue that's all of the Batfamily dealing with it, like in a building. And first of all, what already ruins that comic is that it's during the period of time of Rick Grayson.
The fuck is
Who
Rick?
the fuck is Rick Grayson?
Hey, did you guys never hear that?
No.
Oh my god. Okay.
Who is Rick?
All right, you want to hear some really stupid shit?
My name's not Rick. Yeah.
Who's
Okay.
Rick?
Okay, all right. Let me lay some info down
Oh
for you.
God.
So,
Pipe.
Dick Grayson
Right.
gets shot in the head and loses all his memories.
So they tell him his name is Rick.
No. So they're like, Dick, you're alive. You're not dead. And he's like, who the fuck is Dick Grayson? I'm Rick Grayson. And then
No.
he's like, and then he goes, he owns a bar, and he doesn't be Nightwing or a superhero, and he thinks all superheroes are stupid as shit. And but yet somehow he also moonlights as another vigilante for whatever.
Right.
He's a piece of shit. He's the worst. He's not interesting. And this lasted for like 2 years. and it was the worst. And so Rick Grayson is just there.
Rick Grayson's
Yeah.
my hero.
And
Rick
so
Grayson.
He's a piece of
Alfred
shit.
dies during the Rick Grayson era.
Oh my! Wait. So how does Rick take his death?
So he shows up to the funeral.
Right.
He's like, I know I'm here just because I'm supposed to be.
Right.
And he was like in the comic, in his like own internal monologue, he doesn't give a shit.
Right.
He's like, I'm just here. And then it's also during the period of time where like Jason can't be seen in public, so like he's in the crowd hiding, but like there. And then they all go to like this bar and they have like all different conversations about how Alfred affected their lives and how Bruce like is kind of a shitty person.
Right.
They all have like somewhat interesting monologues. It's not the most well written, but like it gets the point across.
Right.
And then you get to Rick.
Oh God.
And Rick's the last one in the bar because everybody leaves after they're all each of their monologues. And Rick's there, and he sits down. He's like, "So I know what you probably want me to tell you is, you know, Alfred was like a father to me." I was like, "I have no idea who the fuck that guy is." So, you know, he was probably a good man. You should probably like strive to be his ideal. Yeah. Bye. And then like gets up and leaves. And it's like Alfred to Dick Grayson is like one of the most important bonds,
Right.
because that is like his father figure, and
you just have this throwaway
and
Rick
you never
Grayson.
you never get the closure in the newest story for Nightwing
Right.
that he's now been Nightwing again. He gets like Tom Taylor, who's writing that story, tried his best, but it was already like years past. It was
Right.
like, you know, you can only do so much. But like in the comic, it wasn't that long of
Right.
a time. He like gets a letter from Alfred that like is leaving him all of Alfred had like stocks and shit because he's worked for the Waynes forever, so he like had billions of dollars in assets. And
Right.
he gives it to Dick.
Right.
Because he's like, you are the most good and you will do the best with this money.
Right.
And so like he has like that moment when he reads that letter and is like, I wish I could have actually like been to the funeral.
No,
wish
but I was
could
being
have.
fucking Rick
But I was
instead.
busy being Rick.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, this.
You ever just be
fucking
Rick for a couple
sucks.
years?
Oh,
Just like
God.
you're like, life's just hard. I'm gonna just.
I
be
don't know why,
Rick.
but
Grayson
when
is
the way
stupid.
you describe that, you know that episode in Teen Titans where Robin like breaks his arm?
Yeah.
And he has that like alter ego come out of him who's a piece of fucking shit and keeps like messing with the dimensions.
Yeah, the opposite of
Yeah.
if Batmite, but for Robin.
Yeah.
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 That's what that makes me think of.
What his name
His
was
name
just
is Dick Grayson backwards. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just Batmite, but for Robin. Also, I think that's the how we figured out that Robin's Dick Grayson, right?
I guess that's like the only time that we get that confirmation.
Because I think it's after that we get the flash forward where he's Nightwing, right?
No.
I
You
don't
get that
remember which
flash
came
forward
first.
of him being Nightwing like super early.
That
in
was
the
so
show.
early?
That was probably season 1.
Yeah, it's like it's in season 1 where
Oh, was it?
Starfire goes into the future.
I
Yeah.
thought that was later.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's
okay.
super early.
That was
Okay,
what
so
the
now-
fight with
And I
Dr.
think
Light.
even before Robin breaks his arm is when Slade and Robin are having their whole usual kerfuffle, and Slade is saying to Robin, like, you're so much like me, and you could be my apprentice, and I could teach you, and I could be a father to you. And then it's like cuts to Robin, like half of his face lit, and he's like, I already have a father.
And
No, I
then
know
the
that.
and
I
then
know
the
that
bats
part.
fly up. But
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't
Could've been
confirm
any.
which Robin
That-
it
that's
is. Like,
fair, but-
Jason Todd also would view him as a father.
That's true.
Yeah, but like also, by the way, fun little fact. I think I've told you guys this before. I don't know if I've said it on the podcast, but because I didn't read comics as a kid, I knew basic shit. Like I had watched Justice League and like kind of understood
Right.
stuff from that. But Teen Titans, I thought that Slade was Robin's dad because this is the only reason.
I'll get to that after.
It is there's the scene when like the clock tower is falling apart or whatever,
Uh-huh.
And gets
and the mask
smacked, yeah.
breaks.
Right.
He
Oh,
has
and
the
he has
same
the like
spiky
tuft
hair.
of hair.
He has the same spiky hair as Robin. I'm like, it's Robin's dad. Oh shit.
See, what was funny was I thought it was Batman.
Oh.
I thought Slade was Batman, and that he was doing it to like test and make sure that he was cool, which is why he doesn't like kill him, and he's like, "I'm not done with you," and just pulls him back up to beat the shit out of him. I'm like, "Oh, it's actually just Bruce protecting him," because you see the scene. There's scenes where he's like sitting in a chair and he like crashes, he like smacks his teacup away, and then this butler comes over and
Right.
gives him the tea. And I'm like, "Oh, it's Alfred. Oh, it's fucking Batman." Oh, and then I'm like so smart telling Eamon my discovery. He's like, no, Slade's just a character. It's just another dude.
You know
They
what?
couldn't have Deathstroke
Okay.
because it was too edgy.
Too
Yeah, you
edgy
can't
for
have
the
the
kids.
word death.
Just who is Slade?
I think one of the best episodes, I think that's in the first or second season of Teen Titans,
Yeah.
where Robin just like absolutely loses his shit. And
Oh.
he thinks Slade is everywhere.
That's a
is
really
one of the
good one.
That
It's
is a really
so
strong
fucking
episode
good.
because he's just losing his shit, and then when Raven goes into his
Yeah,
eyes, and
yeah.
he gets decked. And
It's
she's
funny.
Like, Slade.
It's funny you say that because that's the first scene that always comes to my head when
Yep.
I think of that episode, because it's like there's so much of the like, let me see through your eyes, and he closes his
Right.
eyes and you can open up and you can see it's Raven's, and
Raven's
then just
eyes.
the punch in the face.
Oh,
Oh, dude, that episode is so good. There's so many good episodes in that show.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I also
I,
like.
and also bringing back to like the confirmation of it's Dick Grayson. It's later, but it's like when the Red X episode when Beast Boy pulls out his
Oh, like
who is
his
Red
theories?
X
Jason
theories.
Todd
You do
question
see
mark?
Jason Todd question mark.
yeah.
Who? It's probably in that universe. It's probably Jason.
It
Todd.
makes sense for it to be Jason Todd because of the similarity in fighting that Robin notices and shit, but also like you would think he would know.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
I think that's fair.
It's also like it's weird when they're like it could be Jason Todd when in that universe,
But
Dick
would they
is
be
still like 13. So it's like
Yeah.
I was gonna say, would they be like same age range though?
I guess like the only thing would be like
Dick
he's
and
been
Tim
away
are
a
around.
couple.
I mean, Dick and Jason are around the same age.
Oh, okay.
because he's been away from Batman from a couple of years because he's the Robin from the Batman animated
Yes,
series.
correct.
Yeah, no, not the Batman.
No. The Teen Titans is not
No,
connected.
no. Which one? He's from the
He's
which because if you watch Static Shock,
Teen Titans would have been connected. No. Because the Robin that Static meets is Tim.
that's Tim.
no wait. I thought I know
He meets Tim.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
There is a scene in some animated show.
Yeah,
It was in Static.
It's in Static.
That's
Shock.
in Static
But,
Yeah.
but the Robin that Static meets prior to that
to
episode
explain
is Tim.
to
Oh,
explain
I
to people
understand.
what I was going for there.
Sorry
There's a
about that.
scene. No, you're cool. In Static Shock, where he goes and meets Batman, and it's like the second or third time he's does a team up with Batman, and he goes, "Oh, where's Robin?" And Batman just goes, "He's with the Titans. You'll meet them one day."
Yeah.
So you never fucking meet them.
Yeah, you don't get that legendary
God damn-
crossover. What a good setup.
What about the time where the Teen Titans gets all these Teen Titan heroes together to fight the big baddies? And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna see Static. We're getting Static in here. It's been fucking set up
absolutely
for years.
fucking not.
This is fucking Endgame type
No
crossover.
satisfaction.
No satisfaction. No
I
fucking
also-
Static
You
Shock.
get Mono C Menace though.
We get Manos y Menos Cinco Menos. I don't know what
Unrelated
they said for that.
to that to
Love
Static
Monster
Shock. I always loved the guy who was like lava.
Oh
Can't
yeah,
remember his
he,
name.
he
Hot Shot?
Hot Spot.
Wait, for Static Shock or for Teen
For
Titans?
Teen Titans.
That's Hot Spot.
That's Hot Spot, yeah?
The guy that
Yeah.
he's like a living flame. And
Yeah.
when he turns it off, he gets decked
They
by
fight
Madame
Miss Rouge, the
Yes.
rubber woman.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Madame Rouge just
Madame
tricks him.
Rouge.
Yeah.
Madame Rouge, and then she decks him when he turns it off because he's a fucking idiot and turns
Yeah.
it off.
Yeah, I always liked him.
Well, she tricked him. She did a good job of
The
tricking him.
one thing that Dick was said, he was like, just do not turn it off no matter what. And then he's like, oh, you're alive. Turn it off. He was like, you fucking idiot. But yeah,
really
no,
good episode.
Yeah,
That twist got me when I was a kid.
Oh, 100%. I mean, that show's fucking great. It's got so many good moments.
A 10 out of 10 show.
Yeah, like, and then there's like the fucking stupid funny ones are also just as good. Like,
I remember being like genuinely afraid when they were doing that whole build up to like Raven's dad.
Oh yeah.
Trigun, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like,
Dude,
what the
what
fuck
you get
is going on?
Slade is maskless is just a fucking
Oh, it's
skull.
like the
Yeah.
skeleton.
You
Yeah.
get like the kid Raven and Robin's carrying her. Which, by the way,
Good
those
scene.
series of things, like when she gets older and stuff, that for a hot minute there, I was like, maybe Robin and Raven.
Maybe Robin Raven. Yeah, whoever,
That
you had to
series
have thought
of
that at some
episodes?
point. You had to be like, oh, you taking all the girls now, bud.
Yeah, it was like, dude,
Leave some for the rest
alright,
of us.
But like, but yeah, because like, and then she like gets the white outfit, and then when she grows up, she has all the fucking symbols and like the rips on her and shit.
Yeah.
That show's fucking great, dude.
It was so good.
Yeah. Every single character had a really good arc in that show. Everybody had a really good like big villain that they had to like have some kind of.
Yeah, Cyborg got Atlas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was interesting.
Wait,
Cyborg had
He had Brother Blood.
Brother Blood.
Yeah, right. I guess that would be
No,
Atlas was
Brother
the one
Blood.
that was the early on to push
That
him
was-
past his
His
like,
limits.
limits.
Yeah. But then Brother Blood was the recurring main villain
yeah.
of his.
Beast Boy
had
was Slade, I guess.
no brain.
Also.
No, the brain. The
Oh,
Brotherhood.
all right. I was gonna say Slade just because once Terror.
No,
No, that was like a
Beast
late. That
Boy
was like
had
a
that
later
fucking
conflict.
annoying ass green dog.
He had the annoying ass green dog asshole.
And then
Raven had her dad.
Trigun.
Starfire was-
Starfire, her
Blackfire.
sister.
Right,
Yeah.
her sister.
And then Robin had Slade.
Yeah.
Yeah, God, that show's so good. But fucking, let's talk about the best villain, Mad Mod.
Mad
Oh
Mod
my God,
episodes were always
yes.
10 out of 10.
Always
you got
iconic.
Puffy Amiyumi to do the songs in Japanese. They did like a little extra
They're
fucking
so good.
music for
So-
Puffy Amiyumi's so fun.
So much.
that and
I
then,
love it.
the Mumbo episode where they're all in the hat and like Raven's like a fucking
that's
rabbit.
Oh, you know which one
Oh, yeah.
always like kind of freaked me out? The one where like it's like that older lady and she's like making them pies and like controlling them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then Starfire saves the day because she eats all the pies and she's like, oh, thank God I have 9 stomachs.
Yeah.
I really like the what was it, like TV Freak episodes, TV Guy.
Oh,
they're, like,
Control Freak?
Control Freak.
Where he's like a total loser.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love him.
And they go through the different channels.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
And
That
then
one is
there's,
fun.
One of my favorites is the horror movie episode.
Oh,
When Raven's
yeah.
powers are going
Yes.
control and everyone's just getting like eaten and fucking
yeah,
like,
everyone's just disappearing. She's
and,
like,
yeah. And I love that for
Control
many,
Freak's
many reasons.
intro was that. That
Yeah.
was
but
his introduction.
for many reasons. But the moment when like you realize shit goes off the wall is when they walk into like the evidence room and they're like, oh, his remote's here, and then Robin's like, no, don't you see? It's and
then he gets like the
Yeah.
through the wall.
Yeah, and then like Cyborg is like pulling on his arm and he gets pulled through the wall, and you're like, oh shit.
Bye.
Because then he punches through the wall and there's nothing,
Yeah.
All right, see you later, Robin.
and you're just like, he's fucking dead.
He got eviscerated in that wall.
Also, can we talk about how cool the T-car was, and then when it got taken over by Electrode and it became red and black?
The T car?
Yeah.
Oh, the T car. I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then when the Electrode takes over and it gets like the red and black design,
Yes.
and I'm like, yeah, I'm here.
And then
for
Cyborg
it.
has to destroy it, and he's
who
all
was
sad.
the one
Raven
guy
helps
who
rebuild it.
had like the really like tricked out huge motorcycle? I can't remember. I think his name
Oh.
was Johnny.
Yeah.
And he had
Johnny
like
something.
gray skin.
That was the one where he had the broken arm. That was where Robin
that's
breaks his
the one
arm.
he had
Yeah,
the
that's the
broken
one where he
arm,
breaks his
'cause-
arm. He only shows up in like that one episode.
I don't know why I always remembered him because of the motorcycle.
And then there's the spider head dude.
Ew, I
and-
hate
and
that
the
guy.
girl
Oh, I
that
love
Yeah,
makes
that
Kitty's-
guy's
Robin go
design.
on.
Yeah.
Kitty's boyfriend, whose name I can't remember.
Something.
Yeah.
I don't
And then
even
the
know if he has
the
a
Mothman
name.
was her dad.
Yes.
But then we get Silky.
Silky.
You fucking god, Silky.
It's so cute.
Yeah, sure. He eats everything.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I don't know. That show's fucking great.
That show is so good. 10 out of 10.
And the movie also great.
Also very good.
Oh yeah,
I remember
goes to Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when that movie
Trouble in Tokyo.
first came out. Like I was really freaked out by the like ink monsters when they got like all messed up like later in the movie.
Yeah.
And they were all like gross, deformed blobs.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Don't like it.
Sorry, my brain went to the other thing from
What?
that movie.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay,
What are you talking
no,
about?
that's fine. It's fine.
No,
we don't
say
have.
it.
We don't have.
No,
to go into
say it.
Okay.
Say it.
You've got a look on your face that says you're saying something perverted.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hentai versions of like the 3 ones that they did for of Teen Titans.
It's just you, my friend. I'm
What?
sorry. I don't
Okay,
know
it's
what
fine,
you're
it's
talking
fine,
about.
it's
I
fine,
don't know what you're
it's fine,
talking
It's
about.
fine. It's fine. People will know. People will know.
He's-
I know people will know.
He's like, okay, I just talked about my fetish, but okay, let's go.
No, no,
Let's
no.
move
I
on.
need
Let's
to
move
go, I
on.
need
That
to
was
go, I
like
need to go.
early years me. It's fine. Anyway, so I do remember in that movie though. I
Robin
thought
slicks back his hair.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
yeah.
when
Wait,
he gets
no.
the fucking white jacket.
Yeah,
and the
Yeah,
glasses,
and the
like,
glasses,
no.
he slicks back his hair and he just kicks the shit out of people, and then like
It's
he
like, where
makes
does
out with
this
Starfire,
design
and then it's
come
like, oh,
from?
no,
This
it's
is fucking. That design was.
I was like, this shit rips, man. Why don't you wear this every day?
And then Beast Boy gets a trove of girls that
Oh,
love
yeah,
him
he
'cause he
gets-
sings. He
yeah.
sings the intro to the Teen Titans song. He just sings it, and he sings the English version badly.
Yep.
And then all of the girls are like, "We love you." We never really got. I know we got Robin and Starfire.
Right.
We never got Raven and Beast Boy in that show, right?
No,
Not
Teen
like-
Titans Go pushes it very hard.
Do they really?
Oh, super
They
hard.
push it, but it's like the
It's-
thing of like they make the joke but never do it, right?
Oh, it's like they do a couple times do the thing, but then it's like back to the next. But like next week, it's back to 0.
Oh.
Right.
It's just like
So there's no
it-
progression in the relationship.
it is Beast Boy is in love with Raven and thinks she's super hot unless Tara is in the room. Raven is like, I don't like you, but I kind of like you.
Gotcha.
And
'Cause, like, we kinda got
sometimes
there.
she's like, yes, you're so sweet, and
and
then
then
just
Cyborg just gets no one. Poor
he
baby.
gets Jinx.
no bitches.
He gets with
He gets
Jinx.
Oh yeah, no, canonically, yeah. He
didn't know
hooked up
that.
with Jinx while he was at school.
I
with-
did know
at
that.
the Brother Blood school. Yeah.
I did know that. Fuck. I
But then
forgot.
she fucks around with Kid
Flash!
Flash. He's Mr. Steel, yo girl. It's okay. Then we have
this is
Bumblebee.
why
Then we have
This is
Bumblebee.
why I forgot about him
Bumblebee,
with Jinx
right,
because
yeah.
with that episode with Kid Flash and her, I'm like, this is the cutest fucking shit
It's
I've
so
ever
cute.
seen.
She turns good for him.
I know.
But he's breaking the homie code and he's Mr.
breaking-
Steel, yo girl.
Also, can we just talk about how Robin and Speedy in that show were literally the same person? That was the
Absolutely,
joke.
yeah. It
Oh,
was
it was
so
a very good joke.
especially in like what was it, the Tournament of Champions?
Yeah. And we never got to see the girls' version.
Yeah, what
So
a-
No,
upset
it
about
just ends the episode.
It shows them getting beamed in.
and it's a
end
bunch of
episode,
interesting looking characters too.
Yeah, and then just they fucking dip.
Yeah.
And
Like,
I'm
Raven,
what-
let's be
what-
real. Raven would have won.
What'd she thought?
I mean, like against Starfire, that's a question.
I know,
Jinx is
that's-
there.
She can just teleport people fucking away though. Like
That's
come
not
on.
really winning the fight. She's not gonna do that.
No, Raven's like a pretty honest fighter.
Raven's gonna put you down her way
Yeah.
aggressively.
I don't know.
With
Raven
dark
versus
powers.
Starfire. That's a good.
That's a guy. I don't know who would win that.
I don't think Jinx could win.
No, I was just trying to name off people who were there because I remember Jinx was there.
Tara is
BB was
there.
there. Tara is
Was
there.
she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was before she was evil.
Yeah. It was before she was introduced. I think.
I think so too.
Was it?
I think it might have been. I mean, I'm gonna have to.
Hold on, let
I'd
me
have
look
I
it
to.
have
up
to
real
assume
quick.
it was after she left Train.
I'm gonna look up the episode order. You look up the picture of the girls who were there.
Teen.
Keep talking while we do this.
Anyway,
What is this called?
Tournament of Champions or whatever.
Tournament-
Uh,
also, that like, what was he? He was like a big like rhino bull guy.
Wildebeest, Wild Beast.
No, the guy hosting the,
Yeah.
the tournament.
Yeah. That was stealing all their powers.
Yeah.
He was like a dude with huge ass mutton chops.
And he had horns.
Yeah.
Winner Take All was the name of the episode.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, then like Robin and Speedy go at it, and it's like one of the coolest fights. And
Yeah,
Robin
that fight
wins.
is so good.
Yeah, here's a
winning
picture
isn't
of
the
him, by
only
the
thing
way.
that winning isn't the only thing
yes,
that
that's
matters.
what he looks like.
Or no, what is it? Winning isn't everything. It's just the only thing that matters.
Right. See, Tara, isn't it?
Yeah, Tara,
Huh. So, but she's wearing the
Aqualad,
Titans thing,
Will
so
the
that's,
Beast, Hotspot.
That's the outfit that she wore after she was with them. So this is like a weird in between.
Yeah,
it was
must
probably a
be.
weird in between. It was season 2, episode 22.
Okay, so it was like a weird in between, probably.
I mean they did that a lot with shows like this, especially during that time.
And then it's one of those
Oh,
classic
but-
shows that never gets us fucking another season after they basically tease it. And
But they don't show Jinx in it.
I think it's just those three, right?
Yeah, they
Some
only show
shadows.
Just
those
Starfire,
three.
Raven, and Tara.
And then
Int.
and then you get that Tara's alive? I don't know what you're talking about. Leave me alone. There's Beast Boy, we need your help. Okay. Runs out the door and you're like, I can't wait for season 6.
Nope. Fuck you.
How many
Hey.
years has it been?
No, dude, we got the Titans back in Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go.
That movie wasn't good.
I didn't watch it.
wasn't
I
good.
didn't watch it.
I didn't
either.
watch it.
It wasn't good.
I saw like clips of it as they were going through different universes and seeing different Teen Titans, and that was pretty much yeah.
Yeah. No,
That
it
was it?
wasn't good.
No. There was just like one time where both of the Robins look at a really cool version of Nightwing and they're like, "Oh, why isn't that me?"
That's cute.
Yeah, like it also doesn't really work because they kind of like they don't because Teen Titans Go is just the goofy side, right?
Right.
It's just the Japanese intro Mad Mod type versions of all of them. And then but Teen Titans was like a mix, right? But in that movie,
Right.
they are slightly that mix, but leaning more towards the goofy side at times. Like that Robin comes off more as the goofy Robin than he does the serious one.
You know
and
what
he's serious only in in certain terms to play up in.
You know
He's
what it
just
is
serious
though,
to
because
play off.
Teen
Goofy
Titans,
Robin.
I feel like a lot of the times had more overarching like stories and villains, whereas Teen Titans Go is more.
It's just episodic,
week to
yeah.
week, like villain of the week kind of
Yeah.
a thing, and they obviously like with the style of the animation,
Yeah,
and all
like
that,
it's
like,
different.
they
Teen
play-
Titans Go is just a different entity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very different.
I used to be mad about it, but I've just grown to realize that it's not trying to be Teen Titans.
No,
right.
it's just a different show.
It's just like
Yeah.
I just remember my severe disappointment.
Oh, 100%. I remember when they used to have like because it started with those like fucking little cartoon shorts, you know, in between
Yeah.
episodes where where Teen Titans Go spawned from, and I was like, this is interesting. And then they were like, we're bringing back Teen Titans, and I was like, you're bringing back Teen Titans, and then they were like, it's Teen Titans Go, and then I was like,
Yeah, and then they showed like I think this was like I don't know when this was, but I feel like I remember at Comic-Con they had like a bunch of promotional Teen Titans Go stuff, and it just looked terrible, and I was like, why would you do this?
yeah. But at this point, look, it's like it's its own thing, and it's not for us.
It's
Yeah.
definitely for a different audience.
And like, you know, as much as I think it'd be cool to get a season 6, at this point, I think it's too many years apart. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think it'll happen.
And even if it did happen, I don't think it would be good. Probably, I don't think most of the people they could get back.
I would still want it. I think they could get most of the.
I feel
They
like
got most of the
they
people
got
back for
actors
Young
back.
Justice, so maybe it is possible.
I was gonna say I feel like for the like nostalgia of it all, I think they could do it.
Doing one last hurrah. I think they can get people back for that.
My issue would be in the same vein that Young Justice had with season 3 was after that like the long gap. I think Greg Weisman even said he was like, I mean, I wrote this stuff before. Like it wasn't like he had to write new stuff.
Right.
It felt more disconnected.
But it feels more disconnected, and it feels like it felt a bit like rusty, like it had been those years, and they needed to get back in the groove. Because season 4 was a lot stronger writing wise. I mean, it's not over. There's been a hiatus for like the winter.
Right.
But it like season 4 and the end of season 3 felt a lot stronger in the character writing and the story writing. Like it took them that time to get back into the groove, even if they already wrote it. So I would think that would be like the same thing.
I think that's probably true.
And so I don't know. If they could get all the people back and like they would just be like, you get one season, figure out how to wrap it up.
Yeah, do
all right.
do what you got to do, kind of a thing.
Yeah, like, but also, if track records have proved anything, like Legend of Korra.
Ooh, bless you.
Like Legend of Korra, where you're like, hey, you got this. Never mind, cut it back. All right, now we're throwing you something else. We're putting you somewhere else. All right, you got one more season. You get one more. Finish it in like 10 episodes.
Yeah, if it's gonna be that kind of absolute chaos, then no, I don't want it.
Who fucking knows anymore, man?
Like that would be a hot mess.
Yeah, I don't think that they feel like it's an avenue worth even going down anymore. Like, you know, like people tried to push for it, and then they gave us the Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go, and I feel like that was the extent they were going to give us.
I guess that's fair, especially because I feel like, I don't know, I'm not like super engaged with like online discourse about these kinds of things, just because I don't really care to be.
Yeah.
But I feel like I
groups.
haven't really noticed, like, the few times that I like check my Twitter or something, people like being heavily into like talking about Teen Titans and wanting it back.
I think it was stronger when the show, when Teen Titans Go started coming out.
Right, because
And
there was so much buzz about it when it first was announced, and then when it aired,
Yeah.
because everyone was up in arms about,
How could you do this
this
instead
is
of
not
that?
like a follow up.
Right. And then it was still kind of strong, which I think led to that Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go movie. But they also like made the point during the marketing for that was like whichever one gets like liked more, whatever the fuck would get us continuation.
During Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans.
It was like a weird thing that was going around for a little bit.
That is a strange bit.
And then nothing happened, and then like I feel like at this point people are just like, fuck you, like it's over. Like,
Right.
it's gone. It's over.
Yeah.
There's other
it's been,
superhero
like,
things.
What? Yeah, like 10, 20 years since that show fucking came out. Like,
Yeah.
was it even
2005?
like 15.
I was gonna say,
2005?
like,
Yeah.
did it even make it to the double digits?
Yeah, I don't think it made it to the double digits.
Absolutely, it did not.
Teen.
So like it's been almost 20 years.
Hold, please. 2003 was
Might be in
the
2006.
first season to.
Jesus, it literally has almost been 20 years, probably, if it's like 2006.
Sorry, 1 second.
2003 was the start, so it's been almost 20 years since it started.
Hey,
Do you remember when it first aired? Because I do.
Oh my god, dude, we're
So
old.
2003 is when it first aired on Cartoon Network, and then the movie was in 2006.
And I think there was a gap between the movie and the show for a little bit.
Maybe a couple months, but not too much.
Not yeah, it wasn't like
No,
a
I thought
super.
it was like a bit long.
No, I don't remember it
Oh.
being long at
No.
all.
I mean, to be fair, my memory as a child of my childhood is very, very bad. So
Yeah, in my childhood, everything felt longer.
Oh my god, you know you're old when it's playing on Boomerang.
Oh, don't say that.
can we talk about how Boomerang was the
It's
reason
for
I
boomers.
saw the reason I saw a lot of old cartoon
Is
things
Boomerang
though?
even a thing? I
I
can't
don't
find
think
it
so.
as a
I don't think it's
channel.
thing anymore.
I thought it was still a thing.
I thought they got rid of
Boomerang?
it.
Oh, why? I love Boomerang.
Because I think it was owned by a company that's no longer around.
I thought it was owned
No,
by
it was owned by.
Viacom.
I thought it was owned by Cartoon Network. Because that's where they put all of Cartoon Network shit on.
I
That
think it was
old.
whoever owns Cartoon Network.
I don't know. But like that's how I saw so many old shows like like the Flintstones, the Jetsons. That's how I
Right.
saw Justice League. It used to come on at like midnight. That's how I used to watch the Justice League shows. And like that's how I got a lot of my cartoon stuff as a kid was Boomerang and staying up late to watch them.
Boomerang is owned by Warner Brothers.
Oh,
Is it still
okay.
a thing though? Also, if it is a thing, I don't think they do the bumpers anymore, which were the fucking.
That's
were
so sad. Those were-
good.
You know what
The Johnny Quest
They were
bumpers
good.
where they were like going through the thing
Right.
and like all the different like dogs that were like moving and they would zoom out to be the logo.
It's so good.
Those bumpers were fucking great.
Also, you know what I really liked about Cartoon Network? You know how like at the end of every Cartoon Network show was that like quick little like it would be like Jack Black like slicing the Cartoon Network
yeah.
or like Dexter like blowing it up.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, those were always the best.
Remember that period of time where Cartoon Network decided to do live action shit for some
Yeah,
reason?
CN
No?
Real. Yeah, CN Real. So they had
What?
they had
don't remember that?
Destroy
No.
Build Destroy with Andrew WK, who
Uh-huh.
I later found out is a musician, and actually I like one of his albums. He did Party, 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 gonna start a party. You know, the Hellsing songs and Ready to Die. That's the guy.
Okay, interesting.
Wait, when did they do live action stuff?
I would say we were in middle school. It was probably 6th, 7th
It was
grade
post Teen Titans stuff, pre like Gravity Falls and Adventure Time era.
It was just before Adventure Time era.
because like they had nothing.
Yeah, so it was in the middle of that. They had a couple live action shows. It started. I remember there was this one like live action movie they had of like 3 dudes who play a video game, and then they get their video game weapons, and there's video game monsters in the real world. And I remember watching. I remember watching it as it premiered and thinking, oh, this is going to be a show now, isn't it? And as soon as it finished it, they were like, and now the new show based on the movie. And I was like, yep, there we go. That was very predictable.
Yeah.
There was this one show I fucking loved. It got canceled after the first season. I'm still upset. Tower Prep. Did you watch
Tower
that one?
Prep? Wait, hold on. It was on Cartoon
I think
Network?
it was called Tower Prep.
What was it about?
So it was about some guy who has some kind of power. He can kind of like react to things before they happen, and then he gets kidnapped
in 2010.
2010.
Wow, Cartoon Network,
early
one
teens.
season.
One season.
Yeah.
He had
The early 10s.
He's playing a video game one night, and then he hears like this buzz sound, and he's like, "What?" And then he passes out, and he wakes up at a prep school,
my God,
and they're like, "You are here to learn how to use your powers, and you're not allowed to leave."
It's Jason De Laurentiis.
I only remember
that
was him.
That guy, he plays Jason in fucking Pretty Little Liars.
I only remember.
But why does he look like that?
3 dudes, one with super long hair, and they used to like throw shit down at like break stuff, and it was like they used to try to hit targets.
Yeah, that was Destroy, Build, Destroy.
Yeah, that was Andrew.
That was Andrew
the only one I
WK.
remember.
That's Andrew WK.
That's like the only one I remember. And
That was
they
a good
did that
show.
for like a few years in the early 10s,
There
and it was not good. Nobody
No, I
liked
liked
it.
that show. I thought
No,
it was
no.
fun.
I mean, like
Oh,
their live action.
Oh,
era.
their live action era didn't work so well
because you know
it's Cartoon Network.
Right.
CN Real didn't
not
go
having
so well.
cartoons was weird.
Yeah.
It was just that post like early art decade like boom of things like Kids Next Door, Courage the Cowardly Dog, all that shit. Like
Right.
all that had ended.
Billy and Mandy
and
had
they
ended.
didn't have a new thing. And they
So
were
they
like,
just, like,
cartoons
had-
are out.
Yeah.
They were gonna try like the Disney Channel like style of like, or like Nickelodeon, like having
like
a balance.
mix.
Yeah.
They had
They
that
failed.
one show that was about the guy who had like pseudo Walt Disney's brain, so he could see the characters. Do you remember that one?
No.
That was another one that was a movie that went to a show.
Jesus
after.
Christ.
So it was. So that was, I think, where the predictability was starting to come from.
Why was that their
Kid Colin.
formula? That's such a weird way to do things.
And then
Because
Adventure Time
it's
came
they
back and
sell you
saved
with
them.
the movie, and then they're like, "Oh, do you want more?" And you're like, "No," and they're like, "Well, you're getting more." This kid
No.
who sees cartoons and they can actually affect him,
But literally-
no one else can.
Adventure
can't.
Time was
And then
what
Adventure
saved
Time.
Cartoon Network.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Because Adventure Time came out and people went, cartoons! And they were like, oh, wait, people like cartoons?
Wait, people like when you like take a cartoon
Stick by your
seriously
name
and
brand.
like do humor that can be liked by adults and, everyone.
Yeah. And then Adventure Time sprawled out into Gravity Falls, Steven Universe.
Are
and-
Cartoon Network and Adult Swim
Yes.
yeah,
not? They
they're-
are
they're-
merged.
they're the
Not
same.
merged.
They're the same company that some dude at one point convinced the heads of Cartoon Network to let them do. And it's
Right.
like at, what, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock?
It-
They're
it
like,
switches
Cartoon
over at, like,
Network's
9 o'clock,
ending
yeah.
now. Get the fuck out, kids. And then you get Too Many Cooks. At
yeah.
3
Well, you
a.m.
start with like the light stuff. You start
Yeah,
with
you
like
start
your
with
King
like
of the
Family
Hill,
Guy,
your Family
or
Guy,
like American Dad.
and then
your
you get to
anime.
the acid trip
That's how you
episodes
get the
like
anime.
Tim and
Yeah.
Eric and Too Many Cooks.
yeah.
Toonami is like literally.
Or
I mean,
we-
I missed the Toonami anime age. That was
I
not
don't know how
you-
you missed that. That was the greatest.
I don't know
time.
how I
I
missed
think
that. I think I was
because
on
you-
Boomerang at those times,
I
like
think
watching
you
old
just
cartoons.
didn't watch anime at that point because it was like Toonami Saturdays were fucking lit.
Yeah.
And then they got rid of them for a while. And then I remember like one day I was just watching TV and they like announced it was like, "Hey, I'm Tom. I'm coming back, bitches."
Toonami's back, bitches.
Yeah. And I was like,
Steve Bloom.
"Woo!"
Yeah, Steve Bloom is the best announcer because just listening to him every week tell me what's coming up, he's like, "I'm getting you all the cartoon punchy goodness," and I'm like, "Yeah!" And he's like, "You ready to watch last week's Naruto before this week's Naruto?" I'm like, "Double Naruto!"
Can we also talk about like the real scene that came out of fucking nowhere when there was old Tom, and then he was like getting attacked on his ship.
Yeah.
They did like the storylines with Tom.
Yeah.
And that Tom fucking dies, and then you get the new Tom.
Yeah.
And he's like, sometimes things don't go the way you like.
Yeah.
You know. And like he gets like you get Steve Bloom doing like a real like existential like mental health speech in like out of nowhere, and you're like, what's
going on?
Thank you, Steve Bloom. I don't
thanks,
know.
sir.
I just wanted to make sure if I missed Bleach or not yet.
I'm just here
That
for
was-
Sailor Moon.
Oh my god! Then I just started watching random episodes of Bleach. And Bleach is. I just finished reading it, so now I have context for everything. That's such a fucking good series.
Yeah, all my anime was for kids.
Oh, dude, did you watch 4Kids One Piece?
No.
Really?
I did not.
Oh.
I missed that somehow, but I got Yu-Gi-Oh, I got Pokemon, I got
Did
I got
4Kids
jelly donuts.
Did 4Kids do Zatch Bell?
There's no doubt. I don't know if they did Zatch
I got
Bell.
Some-
Zatch Bell's
whoever-
coming back.
Whoever
Sonic
did do
X.
Zatch Bell, it was rough.
Yeah. I got Sonic X, the best anime.
Zatch Bell making a comeback.
Yeah, you guys told me.
Yeah.
I have no desire. I'm not gonna start it. Not gonna
we-
ever do it.
I think Colin
I know
and I-
you guys said you did it for like.
But then Khan said he was reading the manga, didn't you?
I haven't started yet. I want to. Though.
Oh, okay.
Are we doing on time?
Yeah, we got 5 minutes.
Oh, all
Oh,
right.
we're fine.
Yeah, I might just order dinner now.
you haven't eaten?
No, I was no, I'm fine. I was like about to order food, and I was like, oh, it's gonna take me an hour to get here, and I'm leaving in an hour.
I've been just
All
sitting
right.
here looking at my food, being like, it's getting so cold.
That's why you have a microwave.
Yeah,
Well,
but then
I mean,
it's
it's all
not
still
as
on the
good.
stove,
It's
so-
not as good.
It's not as good as when it
microwave
was piping hot.
It's
when
true,
it was
it's
pretty
true.
much done. But yeah, I mean, seriously, if you want, you just. we
No,
can talk about this later. Anyway,
I'm in the mood for sushi. I'm gonna order sushi,
Ooh, good choice.
and I've got
I need to
I've
try
got
to get into like.
I got
gotta try
$100. I got
sushi,
$100
yeah.
on
never tried
DoorDash as a
sushi?
gift.
I never liked the idea of raw fish.
It's
you-
I'm still getting
okay,
into it.
You know
so
what you
I
should
feel
do?
you.
You should go to
You should try what I get. Like I have this one.
I know they
like-
have things that don't have raw fish.
No, it has raw fish. Like you're
should
gonna
go
have to
to
accept that fact
the
if you want to try
all-you-can-eat place
sushi.
down the street because they also have like cooked food. You don't like that place?
No, if you're going to get sushi and you go to an all-you-can-eat place, you're not getting as good quality
But
sushi.
No,
also,
but
I-
then you can try everything on the
But
menu,
also, there are sushi
and you don't
options
have to
that
pay
don't
an arm
have
and a leg for it.
fish
Okay.
in it,
Well,
don't they?
let me make my sell here. Let me make my
Okay,
sell
okay,
here.
make
Should
it.
I
we,
like-
just go to, should we just go to the place down the street from you, or used to be?
I guess that's also
What's
an
the
option.
place that used to be down the street?
I would say it, but the last time I did,
Don't worry
Kat
about
was
it.
in
Don't
the
worry about
anime.
it. Look,
Okay.
I get a spicy yellowtail roll. All right, it's just a little fish, little spicy little, and rice and the seaweed. It's very basic. It's very beginner friendly. That's why it's my favorite. Give it a shot sometime. I'll order some and I'll just let you have one.
Okay.
It's fair.
I also would get, when I first started eating, I would get what was called a volcano roll, which they deep fry, so it's cooked.
Okay. Do you like spicy?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had wasabi?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Many a
do the
time.
wasabi.
I
Okay.
don't really like the taste of wasabi though.
Yeah, me neither.
It's very, very like gritty.
Yeah, it's
and
fucking
bitter.
awful.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, just don't put it in your soy sauce and you're fine.
But I was gonna say, so I went to an Asian market the other day.
Okay. H Mart?
No.
Oh.
One by I can't say it, but it
Don't-
would be
yeah,
in
don't-
town. It would be the only way I could say it.
Okay.
But
One by Cuckville.
Yeah, over in Cuckville.
So I was there and I saw fucking steamed buns that had like pizza filling in them, and I was like,
What?
and I was like, okay,
Like,
yeah, these like the enclosed one, like bao.
right.
Yeah.
That,
And
with
I was
pizza.
yeah, and I was like,
Like meat
these-
sauce, like
yeah.
red sauce and cheese.
Uh-huh.
And like a singular
bacon.
pepperoni.
and I was like,
So like
and I looked,
Bao Hot Pocket.
yeah, and I was staring at this for like 5 minutes, and Kieran was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "These are either gonna be really good or really bad, and I'm going to find out." So I bought it. And this was like a night when neither of us wanted to cook, so we made all of the fucking frozen pizza things we
Uh-huh.
had. And those were also frozen, so I had to heat them up, which is never great for those because I feel like they never heat up very well.
They don't
the
get
bread gets like more gummy than it already is.
it doesn't get. Oh, you don't do it with a wet paper towel?
I mean, I do, but like
No, you want it like sopping wet.
no, I know. To
When
be
they
fair,
say
I
damp,
planned on steaming them, but like I just didn't.
when
have the
they
time.
say damp, they're
No,
lying
I know,
to you.
I know, but but like they were pretty fucking good.
Really?
Not gonna lie. Like it was just.
I feel
It
like
was just. I will say the bread was too sweet.
right because the bread is sweet. It's like a sweet dough.
It was just too sweet, but it was good.
Interesting.
Like if it wasn't a sweet dough, it would be pretty thebomb.com.
Yeah, because then it would just be like a fucking round calzone.
Yeah, but like chewier.
Yeah.
It'd be incredible.
It would be like garlic nut with pizza inside.
That would be amazing.
You're right, but then it wouldn't be fucking bao. That would be completely
but it would
different.
Be amazing.
Jesus Christ.
You're gonna tell me it wouldn't be?
No, that would be incredible.
Because the consistency of the dough for bao is great.
But pizza.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be good.
it would be incredible.
But I feel like that
But
would
like,
be hard to do.
But yeah, so like it was sweeter than I would have wanted, but
Right.
it was still good.
Okay.
I mean, it was basic. Like you could tell it was like the same quality of like pizza stuff you're getting in like a
Like a
Totino's.
Totino's,
fucking,
yeah.
Like, it was that, but in bao.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah, I feel that.
so like it wasn't anything like where I'm like, oh my god, this is premium
Culinary
shit.
genius.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I cannot find the classic rolls on DoorDash, and I'm gonna scream.
What, do you need assistance?
No, I just want. I can order 3 sets of classic rolls, but I only want 2.
Oh,
And my dumplings.
you poor thing.
I'm gonna cry.
Also, so that was not when like we had
Right.
Totino's and bagel bites,
Right.
and while we were like taking them all out, we were like, ooh, we should test air fryer versus oven versus microwave. And so we cooked batches, the 3 different ones to figure out which ones were better. Air fryer.
Yeah, the
Makes
air
a
fryer
nice
is
crisp one.
superior.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but like, microwave, obviously, the worst one.
Yeah.
And the oven was just, it was fine.
Like I almost never cook any frozen food in the microwave.
Yeah, usually never does work
Yeah.
out. I think if I were to ever get those bao again, I should steam them. I just didn't have the energy. It was just like,
I
fuck it, the
also
microwave
feel
so
like
much
it
faster.
might feel like something about picturing steamed pizza just feels wrong.
Well, you're steaming the bun and
No,
then just,
I know, like,
heating
I
the
understand.
inside.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just so wet.
Yeah, it's true. But like, oh god, dude, now I just want to make like a non-sweet bao dough.
Well, get to it, chippity chop, and then tell me how it tastes.
We know it would be incredible.
Yeah, that would be fucking slamming.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right.
Someone needs to make that as like a specialty menu item in their like Asian shop.
Yeah, get to it, people.
All right. Get to it.
Yeah.
Chippity
All right,
chop.
Anyway, we should wrap it up. Hey, thanks for watching our Deep Weeb episode.
Where
We talked a lot about anime. Proud of us.
We
Did
really did.
We mostly
actually.
talked about like American comic
Okay,
books.
we
and
talked about
cartoons.
Batman.
And yeah, but I'm
And Teen
gonna say
Titans.
Teen Titans counts as anime.
I would also count it as anime.
It's American anime, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
American anime.
Anyway, thanks for watching. You have 3 episodes, episode 45, for our next anime club, which is,
Terror and Resonance. It's on
as you know,
Funimation. 11 episodes.
yeah, which we've already talked about in depth, as Sage just explained it.
It's about terrorists. That's all you need to know.
All right,
Fun.
And
The less you know, the better.
Am I gonna like the terrorists like I do in Future Diary, because she's best girl?
I don't know. I'll be
Or Code
honest.
Geass because they're right.
I'll be honest because I haven't watched this show since the original since it came out. I remember really enjoying it, but it's kind of like not a super like bombastic show like Code Geass about terrorists kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's
We don't get any colors banging OP.
unfortunately no, you don't get that. You don't get the slamming OP
right,
included.
Anyway,
All right. We gotta go.
But
I gotta
I-
order this food before the kitchen closes.
Okay, order your food. All right. Okay,
Anyway,
bye.
thanks
Watch
for
the
watching.
anime.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you're listening to us on streaming, don't forget to leave a review, follow, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Okay, bye.